in the description down below because we can't watch the whole. If you want to check that out or check out the rest of the video, make sure to click the link in the description down below. Make sure to go subscribe to Lego.
Me and my wife were on our honeymoon in Hawaii. We were on the island of Oahu, sitting on the beach. My wife got up to go to the bathroom, and when she got back, she told me that there was a creepy man watching her walk into the bathroom, and when she tried to walk out, he blocked her path. She only got away because there were two other people walking into the bathroom, so he got out of the way. I asked her what the man looked like, and she looked over, but unfortunately, she said he was gone. Our hotel was walking distance from the beach, so we got back quickly, but we made sure to report the man to a police officer we saw walking on the beach, and then we washed up before going out to eat. We ate at a fancy seafood place and did some walking around afterwards. Close to midnight, we finally went back to the room and began to wind down. Then we got a knock at the door. I looked through the peephole of the door and saw a man in a maid uniform standing outside. I opened the door and he immediately tried to let himself in. I pushed him back a bit, asking him what he wanted. He told me he left something in the room while cleaning earlier and needed to get it out. The only thing, we left the Do Not Disturb sign on the door all day. Then I noticed he was making eye contact with my wife. My wife then screamed, "That's the man."
Sorry, Victoria, but given everything that's going on at the moment, we have to explore some other options to host the grand final.
Oh, come on, it's tradition.
I didn't understand at first, but it was too late for that. The man had already lunged at me, holding my throat with one hand while reaching behind himself with another. He pulled out a knife and started swinging at me, and if it weren't for my wife coming over and smashing his face with the lamp, I would have been as good as dead. The commotion drew out all the inhabitants of the neighboring rooms. One of the women started freaking out and screaming, making the situation worse. We called the police, and so did the hotel. It turned into a huge, horrible scene, but we were just happy to be alive.
Yeah, that don't sound too horrible to me, man. Y'all got his ass.
We were questioned when the police arrived, and some of the other people around us claimed to have witnessed it all. We still don't know what kind of intentions this guy had, but if I had to guess, I would say he wanted to get to my wife. He must have been one very dumb person to think he would get away with something like this in such a public building.
I mean, he kind of got pretty far. He did have on a maid. He did get in the room, you know what I mean? And the dude wasn't much protective for his wife. The dude didn't stop him good enough. That's why I say when I get in this situation, I always grab the balls and pull. No homo. Kind of homo. Late night delivery.
I'll never forget this night. The pizza place I worked at was about to close, and I was getting ready to go home when the phone rang. I was working the counter alone that night, so I was taking calls. I picked up the phone. There was complete silence, so I hung up. About a minute later, the phone rings again, so I pick up again. Still silence. I was about to hang up again when I heard the very weak and cold voice of an old woman on the other end. She said she wanted a regular pie delivered.
Nope.
I remained polite on the phone, but on the inside I was screaming. I just wanted to get home and end my shift. I called out to my boss that somebody is requesting a delivery. He told me I had to go. I was upset at first, but I realized it's another tip, and the old ones usually tip the most, so I decided it was okay. I took down the address and told her I would be there soon, but she had already hung up.
Bro, I used to be a pizza delivery guy for a little bit. It was only for like a month. I don't miss jobs like that, man. I got treated like crap when I was a pizza delivery guy.
I thought that was rude, but I ignored it and yelled to the chef that I needed one regular. My boss told me to just go home after the delivery as the place would be closed. So a little before 10 o'clock, I got in my car and put the address into my GPS. The house was 7 miles away. The GPS took me to the quiet side of town. I arrived to the house. It was a small, one-floor house on a very quiet and empty block. I took the pizza and walked up to the door and rang the doorbell. There were no lights on in the house. I hoped that she hadn't given me the wrong address. I rang the doorbell again. There was still no answer. I was about to give up when I turned my head and saw somebody standing at the window. I got a little freaked out and backed up at first.
Freaking jump scares.
But I eventually got closer to the window to see the person. It was an older woman, probably in her late 70s. She was just staring at me with a blank expression. I yelled to her through the glass that I had her pizza. She didn't react to what I said, so I screamed it louder. A big smile ran across her face. Not a pleasant, genuine smile. It was a smile that sent chills down my spine. I still remember that exact face she made through the window. I decided that I was freaked out enough and got back to my car and set the pizza in the passenger seat. I had to text my boss about this. I shot him a quick text and started my car, ready to get the hell away. I looked to my right to get one more look, to see the woman standing right outside my passenger side window, giving me the same stare she had given me before. I put my car in drive and forwarded down the street, not looking back. My boss never made me do a late night delivery again.
That's kind of bad, man. You got scared by a 70-year-old woman with no gun? Man, I'd have fucking punched the shit out of this female. Really? There's no reason for that. Those sound effects. Why, Llama Arts? Why? You're killing me. Literally. You're killing me.
It was Halloween night of 2007, freshman year in high school, and I was with my friends, Ivan, Ryan, and Jesse.
Bro, y'all are either the lamest dudes in the world or the coolest dudes in the world. I'm gonna lean more towards coolest. That's fly as hell, the Mario characters.
We
That's
all
hot.
dressed as the Super Mario characters. I was Luigi since I was the second tallest. Ivan was Mario since he's short and buff. Not that Mario was buff. Jesse was Waluigi because he's freakishly tall and skinny, and Ryan was Wario because he's just really fat. So they were the perfect group costumes for us.
Racism.
We live in a very non-congested suburban neighborhood with a decent amount of space in between houses. On Halloween, that's the worst thing ever. Less bang for your buck. We were trick-or-treating for hours, way past dark, and eventually came the time when most trick-or-treaters were heading home. My feet started to hurt, and I had to constantly switch arms for holding the now 10-pound pillow sack of candy, but we planned on going until our bags were completely full.
I still go out on Halloween and get free candy.
None of the houses by now weren't answering anymore. It was probably past their cutoff time for giving candy to trick-or-treaters.
Now you think?
Approaching our next house, we saw a purple bucket on the stoop, which was the best feeling ever. I was the one to get close enough to realize it was empty, which was the worst feeling ever. I turned around when I heard a knock at the window of the house. We all looked.
Oh man, he got to show his balls. That's the only way. That's the only reasoning behind this. I'm not saying that's what I would do, but I'm saying he's probably gonna show his balls, like just press it against the glass.
At the window. Couldn't
No.
see anyone.
No.
Heard someone call out, "Wait."
Oh.
The door opened, and an older man, late 40s, already balding, stepped outside.
Rapist.
Yep.
He told us to come inside so he can get us some more candy.
Nah.
100% rapist. That was a joke before, but this nigga's a rapist.
I said we could just wait out here. He responded saying something along the lines of, "Nonsense, come on in, we'll get you your candy." Ivan stepped in and said, "It's alright. Come on, Dan, let's go." I told the guy to take care and apologized. He just stood there watching as we walked off, not saying anything. I felt bad, but at the same time, that guy seemed like a creeper. I figured I just dodged a bullet not going in there.
You just dodged a penis is what you just dodged. Homie is old and horny. Hello?
If the story ended there, it wouldn't be scary. So of course, it didn't end there. We skipped a few of the guy's neighboring houses just to get further.
When I got that text to tell me it was actually happening, I couldn't believe it.
It was all in the news. Don't leave the house and stay home and watch footy.
The fuck?
Homie is old and horny.
He said he heard someone moving from behind the trees in the preserve. Now this was before everyone's phones had flashlights, so we couldn't just go searching in the woods for someone.
Why would you do that?
Besides, we were just telling Ryan that it must have been a raccoon or something. You may think this is a bit of a cliche, but when things like this happen in real life, you always assume the more logical possibility. It's just natural. Why would we assume we were being followed? I had to put my arm around Ryan's shoulder and nudge him forward. A little ways down the street, me and Ivan picked up on the sound as well. When we all stopped, the sounds of the footsteps from beyond the trees stopped as well. Ivan yelled at the obvious stalker to go away, or we would beat the shit out of them. I knew he was just bluffing though.
He's there for booty. He doesn't care about being beaten up.
You hear the nervousness in his voice. The snap of a twig from beyond the trees triggered a fight-or-flight response in all of us. Me, Jesse, and Ryan all ran for it. Ivan was at first charging to attack, but he quickly followed after realizing we had all taken off. We ran down the dark street, and we all noticed the sounds of at least 2 or 3 pairs of footsteps crushing the twigs and leaves in the woods. We banked it hard right down Jesse Street when it finally came up, and ran straight for his backyard, entering his house through the back door. The first thing we did was peek out through his living room window. We couldn't see anyone. We all had to gather our thoughts and discuss what the hell just went down in his living room, when all of a sudden we heard Jesse's backyard gate slam shut. Jesse dove to turn off the lights. There was a click and a bang from down in the den. It was more than likely Jesse's back door. We all agreed to go down armed with knives and face that. Jesse turned on his back door light, but there was nobody out there. Just then the front door opened, and we all screamed like animals. Jesse's mom and sisters came rushing downstairs. They had just gotten home from their friend's little house party. We all rested assured knowing it was just them. Jesse explained what happened, but made it seem a lot less dramatic. Me and Ivan went home after that and called it a night. At 12:30 a.m., I got a disturbing text message. It was from Jesse. It said, "It wasn't my mom." I texted back saying, "What?" He responded back quickly, saying, "It wasn't my mom in the backyard." My fingers slammed the buttons on my phone, responding back, "What do you mean?" There was a long pause before he finally told me that his mom and sisters said they never went in the backyard. I told him to immediately check the backyard from his upper deck. He had already done just that. He also told his mom everything, and she had already called the police. They didn't find anyone back there, but Jesse did mention the guy who invited us in while trick-or-treating. Nothing ever became of that, and nothing ever happened at Jesse's house again after that one Halloween night.
I don't know how I feel about that type of situation.
Well, I woke up this morning and what did my eyes see? A day of opportunity staring back at me. There's plenty YouTube channels gonna upload today, and that means money, 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 gonna take it all away. Time to browse my favorite creators on YouTube. Let's see who I can steal from today. My job here is simple, but it takes some dedication. After all, there's so much to go through. There's way too many people here just trying to make a living. So let's get to work and see who we can screw. We are UMG and we are trying to make a buck, cause we don't already have enough to spare. If you even think about our music, we don't give a fuck. We'll take your money and live without a care.
That's true, they do.
Just ask our friend Gus Johnson, he knows the song too well. He talked about Bohemian Rhapsody. There wasn't even music in that video to tell, but we claimed that shit and made his cash for free.
Hey Chad. Hey Brad. I just got 15 million views worth of revenue from this dude's video.
Sweet! How much of the video was claimable?
0.8 of a second.
Nice. Not Leon Lush nor Mini Lad or even Mr. Beast can slide a split second under our nose. We manually search your channel for anything we feel might give us grounds to claim your videos.
Or they won't. We don't really care.
We are UMG and we are trying to make a buck, cause we don't already have enough to spare. If you even think about our music, we don't give a fuck. We'll take your money and live without a care.
Hey guys, so we've been having some complaints from some creators, large and small, who seem to think that you might be claiming a bunch of videos that you don't really have the grounds to claim. I know it's stupid. Get the fuck out! Right, okay, no problem.
We teamed up with YouTube to remaster all the classics when abso-fucking-lutely no one asked. They just won't do shit even if we abuse the system, cause if they piss us off, that'd be their ass. We are UMG and we are trying to make a buck, cause we don't already have enough to spare. If you even think about our music, we don't give a fuck. We'll take your money and live without a care. We are UMG and we are trying to make a buck, cause we don't already have enough to spare. If you even think about our music, we don't give a fuck. We'll take your money and live without a care.
Of course.
This is a claim from Universal Music Group. No, this video's already claimed, obviously.
Sit down, this is important. No editing, one taking it. This is a big, important, shitty issue that we need to talk about. So there is a system on YouTube called the Copyright Content Claim System. Now, sometimes this has its little blips and warps and it doesn't always fully work, but there is an enormous problem right now with people and corporations in the music industry that are unlawfully and religiously claiming works that were made fully legally by YouTube channels. Music groups, music corporations, and their studios, or whoever the fuck is behind it, they've been incessantly claiming that their copyrighted work is infringed upon in YouTubers' videos for quite some time now. You want to kick off this thing today? I got shit to do today. I don't have to fucking talk about this. I made a video a couple of weeks ago about the Bohemian Rhapsody thing that's going around. If you don't know, there's a lot of YouTubers that were pretending to hear Bohemian Rhapsody for the first time. So I made this video about it where I talk about the issue. The video is called, Why is Everybody Lying About Bohemian Rhapsody? I talk about the issue. I don't play even a fucking microsecond of the song. Not at all. Boom, what do I wake up to today? Oh, this claim was manually claimed, not even an automatic detection. Some motherfucker, fuck you, went in and manually claimed this video as containing stuff from EMI Music Publishing. Manually fucking claimed. Now, this is not an issue that I am new to at all, because as you may know, in the past, I have had big videos like Wipe It Like It's Hot, where I go into the fucking bathroom and play... Look, I'm playing Drop It Like It's Hot on a paper towel dispenser. Guess who fucking claimed that? Music industries, motherfucker. Oh, they said, oh, that's copyrighted material that you're using in there. Not the case. Here's another situation. If you even put the names of artists or songs in your titles sometimes, you'll be subjected. That's not a word, I'm not editing. To have their stuff be fucking copyright claimed. I made a video a while ago called The Hills paper towel cover. You know that young man on the road, you doing promo. Looks like this video just got fucking claimed. There was a paper towel dispenser that sounded like the synthesizer in the beginning, so I did that. I ripped it off and it sounded like that. Fucking claimed. Fucking claimed. Here's me playing the Star Wars theme song on 10 instruments really badly. Fucking claimed. This is not a problem that is unique to me at all, because just before this I had a series of manic discussions with wonderful people like Eddie Burback, Danny Gonzalez, and Leon Lush. And let me tell you, oh my god, this is a huge site-wide problem. Danny Gonzalez told me just now that he has had dozens of videos get copyright claimed by Universal Music Group, the most egregious fucking transgressor of this whole claiming thing. Universal Music Group especially
Fuck
is going
Universal
and
Music
claiming
Group.
videos like fucking nuts. Are you familiar with what a patent troll is? A patent troll is somebody that buys up patents and sits on them and waits for people to like fucking fuck up so they can sue them. This is what's happening now with Universal Music Group, with tons of other music publishing sites. Let's look at another example here. Leon Lush. You know Leon Lush? He's been hit with dozens here. Can you see this fucking screenshot? Dozens. Look at that. UMG. Actually, this is Donnie Gonzalez, his fucking mailbox. I messaged Leon.
Welcome to a world where you can feel.
Right before that, just minutes before, he got hit with another copyright claim from Universal Music Group. Just minutes before, I messaged him asking if I could include his situation in this video. These fucking music groups are going and claiming that their work is used in videos when most of the time, no music at all appears. Commentary channels are talking about other videos that are using maybe a half a second, a couple seconds of copyrighted music, and these companies, these shitholes, are claiming the entire video. What does this mean if a video is claimed? If a video is claimed, I haven't showered today. If a video is claimed, then you, the YouTuber, need to file a dispute to try to say, no motherfucker, that's my note. That's my tall G note, okay? And then they have 30 days, they being the companies that claim the shit, to either drop the suit or let YouTube come in and say, who's right here? Now the thing is, if you lose, and you, the YouTuber, are going to lose a lot of the time if you try to dispute these claims, if you lose, then that fucking company that claimed your video stuff, they get the monetization going forward on your video. If it goes to your favor, if you, the YouTuber, win the dispute, then you retain all of the money that has been kept during that trial period, and you are fine. The thing is, you are not very easily going to just win the shit. The other examples that I talked about, like the Hills paper towel cover and the Star Wars thing, I lost those fucking disputes. No reason whatsoever. You're done. You can't file more claims. Eddie Burback, too, you know Eddie. Love the boy. He's not here now, but he lives with me. Eddie Burback made a video about Nicole Arbor, who made a parody cover song of Donald Glover's This Is America. And Eddie showed the parody cover song, a couple seconds of those, fucking music videos that Nicole Arbor made in Eddie's video. And the publishing group that owns and operates with Donald Glover, they fucking successfully claimed the video. What the fuck is going on? I'm sorry if this sounds like some insane manifesto, but this is just out of control. It's terrible. It is literally big companies and greedy motherfuckers coming in and stealing shit from people, trying to just cause a fucking stir. If you are some company that is okaying these decisions, if you are one of the people, God forbid, that is going in and manually claiming these things, how the do you live with yourself? Fuck you. Do you like going home? What do you tell your kids when you go home at the end of the day? Hey, Dad's home. What'd you do today? Oh, I just fucking stole from a bunch of creative people. What are we having for dinner tonight? Are you gonna make us something for once? Bitch. You're getting fucking kid cuisine again. Where's Daddy's scotch? Go to your room. What are we gonna do about this? I know it's right before the holidays. I know there's important shit going on. I know it's not the best time to have some big scandal thing pop up, but it is out of control and it cannot happen anymore. These are people's paychecks. These are their monthly earnings that are getting fucked with completely unreasonably. I'm just a kid in my room. Half the site is fucking kids in their room. I don't know what to do about this legally, but I think it's incredibly important that we bring this to people's attention, that we talk about this. Please share this video. Even if you don't want to give me any fucking clout, just go tell people about it. Don't even credit me. Just tell people that this is going on. Help. Please, YouTube, reach out to me. Fix this shit. I want to be able to play a little TTT Mobile and not get demonetized, okay? And by the way, special thank you to the wonderful people in this video that let me use their stories. This is the only thing I prepared. Go subscribe to...
Well, you just ask Google, like everything else in your life.
Common chord progressions.
All right, we got 1, 5, minor 6, 4.
I'll be back.
Why not?
Outfit complete. Outfit complete.
I'm in the state of YouTube, my God. I think I got the eyes closed. Christ.
Every time I open my inbox, I wanna die. Another copyright claim from UMG. Well, all the major music publishers are now hiring full-time. Hundreds of people, they just pay minimum wage to scour YouTube and claim anything remotely related to music with no regard to context or legality. I just sang a 2-second clip in a 15-minute and 43-second vid. And now you think you can steal all my income, cause I whistled 3 notes from an 18-year-old song. Yeah, they claim this, they claim that. Well, they don't give a single fuck about context. Believe that all these corporate money-hungry companies stifling all the world's creativity, yeah. And YouTube just sits back, watching all of their careers get bullied. Believe that, sitting on their hands, afraid to move, because they listen to the money, they don't listen to me or you. You can just dispute the claim, YouTube eagerly replies. Well, that's great, but all of the disputes are systematically denied.
It literally never works.
Because these record labels never face consequences for the overzealous claiming of trivial clips. Maybe if they had to play by the rules, they'd have to use discretion and stop treating us like we're fools. Well, I just sang a 2-second clip in a 15-minute and 43-second vid. And now you wanna claim the whole thing is yours. Why don't you jump up off my dick?
Filthy whore.
They claim this, they claim that. Well, they don't give a single fuck about context. Believe that all these corporate money-hungry companies stifling all the world's creativity, yeah. And YouTube just sits back, watching all of their careers get bullied. Believe that, sitting on their hands, afraid to move, because they listen to the money, they don't listen to me or you.
You can't go past.
And now everyone's looking at me. So Eli's like, what do you mean you got one? So then I'm like, yeah, I got one. I got one. Yeah, my boy got a Game Shark, and I use it to get that fusion shit, you know? Don, you got a Kyogre Groudon fusion? For real? Yeah. Big man thing. So oh yeah, move. So then, if you have it, take it out, cause I don't believe that. Yo, what is you doing, bro? Push-ups. Nigga, those are not push-ups. Cause they're not regular push-ups, nigga. They're called pipe push-ups, but you wouldn't know nothing about that. Sure. Story that took place back in my Jamaican high school. Y'all seem to really enjoy the last one I told, getting suspended in high school. Highly recommend you go watch it after this one. It's one of my best videos. Anyway, I was in the 8th grade, right? I was about 13 years old, and at the time, I was still very much into playing Pokemon. You know, Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all. And for the OG fans, you will know that one of the first videos I ever posted was about how I stole my first Pokemon video game in the 6th grade. That was 2 years before the time of this story. Now, I understand that there may be those of you who don't fully understand how the Pokemon video games work. Here's all you gotta know to enjoy this story. When you start off in the world of Pokemon, you're given a baby Pokemon as a gift. Your mission is to train this baby Pokemon by having it kill other baby Pokemons. As you do this successfully, your Pokemon gets stronger. Eventually, it gets so strong that it changes form and evolves. Also, sometimes, instead of killing the other Pokemon, once you beating it close to death. Not quite dead, but almost dead. You can catch it with a Pokeball, adding it to your team of Pokemon, and now you can use that Pokemon to kill other Pokemons too. It's great. Last thing you need to know, there are hundreds of different Pokemon, but of these hundreds, there are a few that are a cut above the rest. Some would say a master race of Pokemon, known as legendaries. They're very strong, very rare. They're usually no more than a handful that you can catch in any one Pokemon game. So, when you catch one, you wear it like a badge of honor. Now, of course, there are a few other dimensions to the game, but that's all you need to know. Now, at this time, it was still okay to play Pokemon. Like, the cool kids were still openly expressing their enjoyment of the game, right? But this would completely change by the 9th grade. If anyone knew you were still playing Pokemon in the 9th grade, you're like a dweeb, you know? But best believe niggas was still playing Pokemon in the 9th grade, nigga. You just wouldn't tell nobody. Only the boys, you feel me, who would trade Pokemon with you in secrecy. And that's pretty much what high school is when you think about it. Anyway, one day, I noticed a group of kids circling around a lunch table, and I saw a couple of my friends in the group, so I made my way to the table. I get there, and I see two dudes are locked into a 1v1 Pokemon battle. Before there was Ninja and FaZe Clan and all of that shit, niggas huddled around lunch tables watching two dudes play each other with their Game Boys tucked in their backpacks so they wouldn't get caught by a passing teacher. So the battle ends, and then the group gets to talking, and then the dude that lost started making excuses. He was blaming the fact that the other dude, Eli, had a team consisting of mostly legendary Pokemon. Eli, of course, shrugged it off with a classic, hey, life's not fair, right? Maybe if you got that Kyogre Groudon fusion you keep talking about, you might actually win one. So then dude was like, nigga, I told you, when my auntie comes back from Florida, she's gonna bring me a Game Shark, I'm gonna get the fusion, and then I'm gonna tax that ass. Nigga, shut the fuck up. I already told you that fusion shit ain't real, nigga. It don't exist. And then for some reason, I say, I got one. Whole group gets quiet. And now everyone's looking at me. So Eli's like, what do you mean you got one? So then I'm like, yeah, I got one. I got one. Yeah, my boy got a Game Shark, and I used it to get that fusion shit, you know? Don, you got a Kyogre Groudon fusion? For real? Yeah. Big man thing. So, oh yeah, Musa, then, if you have it, take it out. Because I don't believe that. Yo, you know, so I'm gonna bring my game of school still. You know, my mother would have killed me if I lost that. So, damn, yo, you're a fucking liar, bro. So then I'm like, fine, I'll bring it tomorrow. So then Eli's like, okay, say less. All right, tomorrow, I'll bring it tomorrow. And then I start to walk away. And I start to panic because I don't even know what a Kyogre Groudon looks like. Okay, two things. First thing, so this is Kyogre, and this is Groudon, right? These are legendary Pokemon. Well, back in the 8th grade, there were these rumors floating around that if you were able to get your hands on a Game Shark, which was basically a device for cheating, you could use it to fuse a Groudon with a Kyogre and make a super legendary Pokemon. Now, nobody knew for sure if this was true, because it was impossible to get a Game Shark in Jamaica. It simply wasn't sold on the island at the time. Well, my childhood best friend, Jeremy, had recently gotten one. He had a lot of family who lived in America, and one of his relatives brought one back to Jamaica for him. So I figured, all I gotta do is go to Jeremy's, get the Kyodon, I can't put that name. Bring the Kyodon to school, let everybody know that I'm that nigga, and then Eli is gonna think I'm cool. That was the second thing. Eli. You see, Eli and I grew up going to the same church, right? His grandmother and my mother were well-acquainted church sisters. And because of that, Eli and I were cool. In the 7th grade, well... Shit. As a result, we were...
Tonight, I'll be eating pesto gnocchi and garlic bread. Hey.
And now everyone's looking at me. So Eli's... that I'm that nigga. And then Eli is gonna think I'm cool. That was the second thing. Eli. You see, Eli and I grew up going to the same church, right? His grandmother and my mother were well-acquainted church sisters. And because of that, Eli and I were cool. In the 7th grade, when we both started high school, neither of us knew too many people at the school. So we were boys, you know, we'd hang out during lunchtime, hang out after school. It was cool to just have somebody I knew in this new environment. Well, during the summer break, between 7th and 8th grade, which is now the 2nd year of high school, something happened. You know, Eli started rolling with the tough guys. You know, he became a bad man. I didn't see him anymore at church, and when I ran into him during the 8th grade, he was acting all, you know, hard and like he didn't fuck with me. And you know, being 13, immature, and young, when you see a dude that you used to roll with switch up on you, you know, kind of sucks. It's like, damn, nigga, I thought we were boys. Now you the cool dude, you the tough guy. Niggas respect you. Can't fuck with me. I'm too soft for you. Damn, it's like that. That's kind of how I felt, you know. And I knew I wasn't gonna be no tough guy anytime soon. So in a weird roundabout way, I thought that if I could just get my hands on this Kyodon, Eli will fuck with me again. And you know, maybe I'd even become one of the cool dudes too, without having to become a bad man, you know? Because that's not who I was. Now, I remember clearly that the next day was a Friday. I remember that because I knew I wasn't going to be able to see Jeremy until the weekend, and I had to go to school one more time, empty-handed, before I would be able to get my hands on the Game Shark. Needless to say, I was moving like that nigga from Assassin's Creed the whole day, bro. Sneaking around corners, ducking behind lockers. I didn't want anyone from the group to see me. Unfortunately, I did run into Eli towards the end of the day, and of course, he asked me about the Kyodon, to which I responded, I forgot? You forgot. Monday. If you ain't got this Kyodon on Monday, it's gonna be a problem. Problem? Nigga, I'm gonna have 2 of them Kyodons, bro. I'll get you one too. Just digging myself deeper, bro. I don't even know why, bro. So, he lets it slide. I'm like, cool, see you Monday. So the weekend comes around, and my mom gives me permission to go over to Jeremy's house, right? So I get there, and after we chill for a little bit, I bring up the Kyodon. I'm like, yo, Jay, I really need your help to get this Pokemon, bro. He's like, bet, what you need? I got you. What you want? Mew? A Mewtwo? I know, you want a Lugia. Nah, you know the ones from Emerald, the Groudon and the Kyogre? Can we get, I need the fusion. You mean Rayquaza? Rayquaza's not a fusion, bro. Nah, like, ain't there you can fuse, bro, ain't there a fusion between Groudon and Kyogre? You want a Jirachi?
Oh, he needs some milk!
And that's when it hit me. That's when I realized I was fucked. Because Jeremy knew more about Pokemon than anyone else I knew. And if he didn't know about the Kyodon, there ain't no Kyodon, bro. So fast forward to Monday, and I decide to just pretend like nothing's going on. So I'm walking through the campus, and of course, I run into Eli. Yo, Don, what's up, bro? Hey, what's up, Eli? What's up? What's up with the Kyodon? Don, I could not wait to see you today. So, come on, where's it at? Lay it on me. Yeah, the Kyodon. Crazy, bro. I forgot my game again. Oh, you forgot it. But you saying you got one, right? Yeah, I got one, bro. I just keep forgetting my game, man. And we both knew that I was lying. It was obvious. It's not like we were friends anymore. I didn't owe him anything. And he never believed I had it to begin with, so I couldn't see why he wouldn't just drop it and leave me with like just a little bit of my pride left intact. But he wanted to press the issue. It was like he was genuinely angry at me. Watch this. So the next time I see you, and you don't have the game, you and me will have a problem. You understand? I didn't recognize Eli anymore. I wanted to believe that my friend was still there, you know? And that this was all just an act, you know, trying to figure out his place in the school, in the world, and this was just a phase he was going through. But it became clear to me that no, this was who he wanted to be. So much so that he was threatening me. Over Pokemon, by the way. What the fuck? How lame is that? So for the rest of this week, I did everything I could to avoid running into this dude. But eventually, he did spot me. I was walking by his classroom. It had been a few days, maybe even a week. So I guess I started to relax a bit. He sees me. Hey, yo, Don! What's up? So I stopped. And I was nervous, but I also wanted this to end. You feel me? I was not gonna continue the rest of my school semester like this. Yo! What's up? What's up? I'm still waiting on this title, Don. Don? Yeah? Well, I don't got it. So what now, Eli? You're a fucking liar. Yeah. So what now? Whatever, man. And that was it. He walked away, and he never bothered me again about the whole Pokemon thing. That was definitely the nail in the coffin, though. From that day on, we did not fuck with each other. And it would eventually come to a head in the 9th grade during a confrontation on the basketball court, where I almost made what would have been the worst decision of my entire life. So make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, turn on the notification bell. I love you, and I'll see you soon. We gotta go, baby, we're wasting our time trying to decide where we should go. Baby, just follow your mind, let's decide all this. Of course, a guy like Pablo Escobar would disagree with that, based on principle. You know, he'd cut their legs off and throw them in the river. But me, Christian boy, I go to church on Sundays, and I just wanted some new shoes, an Xbox, you know, some cool clothes. That's all I really wanted. So if that